Alright, hello everybody in YouTube. This is Champy. Now, a lot of you do know me from in-game. Obviously, this is me. A lot of you have seen me either in Jade's videos or in Best videos. I'm not sure who you see me through, but here I am. Now, I have my key empty for a reason, and that's because today I want to go over key building. Obviously, a lot of people ask me when they find out I'm one of the top players, how do you make your keys? How do you get them so strong? So, definitely going to take a look at that today. Now, a lot of people haven't seen my account before, so we're just going to take a quick look around here. As you can see, I have many crowns. I'm, normally one of the top players. Right now I'm 39th. I haven't really been playing that much today, though. And you can obviously see I play the game quite often. So definitely something to look at. And, if you guys do have questions specifically, you can certainly let me know. Obviously, I haven't had first yet. That's been pretty elusive, but obviously my party is really good. And right now I'm going to beat that 72 rank as I'm about to show you where I am in Kali right now. So taking a look here, hopefully you guys can pick up these videos, start getting some tips from me, and maybe improve your own game. Obviously you can see I'm on 83 of 999 right now. Somebody one day will get that 999. I just have faith it will be my boy Sin. So just taking a look here, as you can see right now I am ranked 41. I could probably be higher, but honestly, why bother? As I don't think 60 people are going to catch me to knock me out of the top prize. As you can see, top prize is 1 to 100. I feel pretty safe in my position right now. If we get 2 days from now and I start getting passed a lot, we will make that happen. But as you can see, my boy Sin is at top. Obviously, one of the top people. You see him up here every time. Mr. Coliseum. You can see that he's on 131. I won't ever catch him. He's my boy. I'll let him have it. Some of the other top people here, just for some honorable mentions, I talk with Zero frequently. He's good people. And obviously a few other people there. Now, you can see my group is currently rating, and I have no jewels. Why do I have no jewels? Because I pulled recently, obviously. So, as you can see, I have some pretty sick medals. I have Seth at 106, and I can show you a couple of my other people here. Mickey, for example, is at 94. I hit pretty hard, but you can take a look at some of my medals. I'll do a later video where I go over some of my medals and how they, have chemistry. And also I'll do some pulling videos, because why not? Everyone wants to see everyone pull. So these are the two main Keyblades. I feel like either you are farming Bihaz and you want to use this, or you need the green Keyblade to be Hades. So we're going to take a look at kind of a combination here and see what the best way to do this is. And then if you have any feedback, you can definitely let me know. Now, first thing first, obviously you can see there is a dark spot here on this window. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to put Seth there because he has the dark boost, and that gives him a 1.85. So now we're just going to take a look. We're going to start scrolling around here, and you can see, obviously, that I have a lot of different metals. So what we're going to want to do is filter just for green. And right now, we're going to only take the top 2 skills. Obviously, my keys are filled with these, and so that's why we're going to use them. Now, I'm going to sort by attack, obviously, because I want to see what my best metals are first. And this is going to kind of give you a window of what we are looking at. Now, I never boost my support medals above 5-star unless I have multiple copies of them. Here, for example, I have Kyrie Gilton. So I also carry a 5-star Kyrie, who is also Gilton. Now, the reason that I do this is you'll see in a moment here, I'm going to start filling these up with my stronger metals. And what you'll see is they take up a large amount of cost. And so I always put my cost effective into my heavy hitters, because that is where your damage is going to get. Now, obviously, Kyrie, it doesn't matter if she's 4, 5, 6 stars. She's going to hit pretty much for the same. And essentially, it's not going to matter. You're going to want to throw a defense boost on her, because that's what support medals are. They're just there to help you, and they're not big hitters. Now, we have multiple different options here. We can go the Pain and Panic route, which is what I just had on there. So I want Pain and Panic Aladdin because, as you can see, Aladdin inflicts more damage the lower your HP is, and Pain and Panic deals 2 damage, inflicts damage in exchange for your HP. So once you use Pain and Panic, he's going to steal a bunch of your HP, and then Aladdin's going to come in and get a bunch of that back by doing killer damage. Now, the reason that this string works so well, as you're going to see here in just a moment, is I'm going to throw this Sora on there, and he inflicts more damage based on the more specials attacks used in a succession. So if we're going to use Kyrie, right, to boost everyone 2 tiers, we're then using Pain and Panic to do the HP damage that Aladdin's going to use to hit for major damage. Now, you would already use these specials. Boom, both Master Form Sora and Sephiroth boost based on the number of specials that you use. So both of them are going to be quite helpful. Now, this is my ideal setup for this reason. As I discussed, they all feed into each other. They all have good chemistry. Now, if I did have to make some substitutions here, say I didn't have Pain and Panic or Sephiroth, obviously, those are more hard medals to get. What I'm going to do probably is throw on, like a Riku, who is, a good filler, or of course Stitch. A lot of people can pull Stitch, a lot of people guild Stitch, and I'm going to throw Stitch in where, right here, where Master Form is, so I can just keep this chain running and move him over to the last slot. Now, that's a green key. Obviously, I know everyone doesn't have the sweet medals that I have, so if you wanted me to make a video about, free medals, I can definitely do that for you guys. That would be definitely another option we can do. Now, I'm going to lock this in because that's my regular key, and I do use that frequently, so we want to keep that here. Now, the next key we're going to go over is blue. Obviously, then we want to get off of this setup here. We want to still take green off, but we want to switch to blue now, and obviously we want to keep the 5s and the 6s. Obviously, we have the cost all the way up now, so we have no need to keep that anything but. Now, this key is hard to build, and the reason being is you have 2 different boosters here. You have both the black booster here, the dark booster, as we talked about earlier, and how that could be useful. And we also have a 6-star booster here for elite medals. Now, there are multiple different ways to build this, and everyone has their own opinion on how it should be done. But for the vast majority of time, you will be raiding. So what you're going to want to do is, who cares about your HP? You're not going to run a mini on this set. Also, we're just going pure damage. So you don't want to go gauges, because generally you're going to run more than 1 turn. So you're not looking at, your Yuna, who's going to use 3 gauges. You're not going to be able to use her multiple turns in a row. You're also not going to want to run, say, like an Orion, who is going to use 3 gauges as well. We're probably going to want to stick more to the 3 and the 2. And obviously, you can see my most used medals is there up here. I use Sora not because he's not guilted, so he doesn't do that much damage, but that Lux Plus drops so much. So I run him every single time. And that I can't get over how strong he is. Plus, my teammate has a so with the Lux Plus on there, just killer. Now again, we don't care about HP here, so we're looking for, obviously we're looking for, the best multipliers here, and that's why we're going to use him. He's just 1 gauge. I'm sorry, my teammates are trying to get me to raid, so obviously they're sending me a bunch of alerts. So we got Sora on there because he's a 1 gauge and he does a ton of damage. So I would recommend him to all my folk. If you have him, run him. He is a killer for raids, just absolutely brutal. Now, I run a 2 Riku setup, and the reason that I do that is because my medals are sick. I would not recommend this setup for normal people. Generally, I would say throw Hag on there. But on a raid boss, both with her Lux being terrible and with Mimi not being able to paralyze her, that's going to kind of kill it for me. So we'll run a Riku, because defense doesn't matter. It's not going to hit you. Remember, you're going to stun it. So this is my ideal setup for blue. Obviously, we have some other options here we could look at. If I had her guilted, I would definitely throw her on there. She is absolutely awesome. And that's definitely one of the options we're looking at. Once brooms come out, she's going to be someone that we're ideally going to want to throw on there. Now, a lot of people I know don't have, again, these medals in particular, especially Sora and Pales. He's kind of a hard one to get. So what we're going to do, you see Hades here. We also have a Zexion. Now he's going to be ideally another good metal down the line. We'll throw him on there. And obviously I have tons of medals, so we have tons of options. Again, if you want to see me make a free play video, I'm going to shut my notifications off for that. But there you go. So another medal people often ask about is going to be my Coliseum medal, because obviously I do pretty well there. So this is ideally my setup right now. I have a mini with a defense boost 2. That is essential because they hit hard at that level. So you definitely want a mini, definitely want to heal, and you definitely want that attack, that defense boost on there. Now, paralysis, obviously clutch in Coliseum. Keep them from hitting you. Now, I do have two options here. Generally, I either run my Hag with sleep. As you can see, she's 10 of 10. And sub her out for Naimine, who has 6 out of 10 sleep. So they're interchangeable depending on my level. But when I take out, one of these guys, I'll throw in either Yuna, or we'll throw in, one of these down here with poison on them, which is always a good option. Now, obviously, you definitely got to run Mickey if you have him. I don't care if he's guilted. Don't play that shit with me. Oh, my Mickey's not guilted. I don't know how he's going to help me. This medal is clutch. Obviously, no attribute is the key factor here. You're going to want to run him as often as possible and only use his special besides minis. Just silly not to. The guy is an absolute beast and one of the essential medals in Coliseum Building. Now, we're just going to do a quick practice run. I haven't tried this level yet. I just got here last night, and I just didn't even run it. We're gonna do a quick refill with my 130 gems here, and we're gonna do a quick run here. Now, if you guys have questions about your keys in particular, I'm gonna include my line ID on the end of this video, and you'll kind of see. You can get in touch with me and ask me specific questions, but also you can comment in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Now, the key is obviously you can see my setup there. There's 2 paralysis and 1 sleep. Those are ideal what you want to hit the big dude with. You want to knock him out because if he hits you, he's going to do lots of damage. Now, we have a paralyze, so now we're going to move on to another one. Now we have 2 paralyzes. Now we're going to run Mickey, obviously, for his AoE damage, and we're going to try to hit as many as possible. Now we're going to spread some love around and make this nice and easy. I obviously took a pretty good beat in there, so we're going to do a heal. Throw it on whoever you want. Doesn't matter who you hit. They hit for nothing at this level. There we go. We got another one paralyzed. Everyone's paralyzed now. That is ideal. Now, attack boost 2 activates. I'm going to do a lot of damage here. We're going to want to absolutely sleep the big dude. No, I don't want any. You know what you should do? No, you need to get rid of that big dude. Now we're just going to hammer home on these copters, try to knock them out. I think they're going to last a couple of rounds, but we'll see what happens. Again, strike the big dude, make him paralyzed, and then we're going to do an AoE swipe, kill some people, and knock another copter out. Obviously, my things are proccing really good right now, so we'll probably end up beating this level, but let's just start swinging away at the copter like we did the previous one. We knocked it out here. We put that guy to sleep. All good things. Let's go ahead and take out this big dude here. And now, again, defense boost 2. If I wouldn't have activated that, I probably would be dead because that big dude hits for so much health. Now, I'm just going to need to keep hammering this dude home. Now, you'll see I have full health and 12 gauges. I'll probably finish with 14 gauges in full health if my stuff keeps proccing. If it doesn't proc, then what we're going to be looking at is using Mini about halfway through so that we can stay alive. But ideally, we're just going to keep running status effects on him until, we're killing it. So I'm just going to keep whacking away at this. Bear with me here. These guys have ridiculous amounts of health. And then we'll go over and take on the copters. Now, you always want to hit the big crowds if there are some. On this particular example, this was, from previous examples, the biggest level. It had the most enemies on it with this particular stage. This had the most things. I think the other copter has 1, and the middle copter, I think, has 3. So you wouldn't want to start with them because this right here, I want my gauge to be as high as possible for my bigger fights. Now, he's not going to hurt me. We're going to knock him out this swipe. And, you know, we're going to want to get back to raiding, obviously. But I'll just finish up this video by showing you guys how I'm going to clear this level. See how this is one copter. Now, we're going to do the same thing we did again on the big dude. We're just going to keep swinging away at him. It's not going to matter. The next round is 3 copters. So what we're going to do, essentially, is just Mickey them to death. I can activate that 5 times right now with my current gauge set, so we're definitely going to win this level. We do have a mini in the back pocket in case we need it with the 5 gauges set. Now, I might just throw a Mickey on this guy just to get this over quicker, but, you know, right now this is what you would do on your normal setup. If you're struggling, if you weren't sure you were going to beat this level, you would just keep slamming this dude like I'm doing right here, and keep getting the strikes. Now I have 16 gauges. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to put him out of his misery this time by doing a Mickey, because I don't want this video to be a million minutes long. So we'll snipe him. We'll pick up some things. We still got 13 gauges left. Now we're just going to slap these guys around. Again, try to paralyze them. But the main focus here is Mickey all day long, and that's why I recommend he goes on your key. Now, none of this matters. I'm going to win this for sure. You know, there's no way they're really going to stop me, and if they do, I'll be amazed. But, you know, I just want to show you guys proper practice and proper technique on how to do this, because not everyone has a 98 Gilted Mickey. Like, I understand that, guys, so don't leave me any comments saying I don't have a 98 Gilted Mickey. I can help you with your key. I can get you to the point where you will not need all the medals that I have to beat it, because I'm just so confident in what my medal setups are that, you know, I can get people with far inferior items, far inferior medals, far less spenders to be elite like this and get up into the 80s in the Coliseum and beat Hades in one shot and so on. So this is going to conclude my video here. Obviously, you'll see I just beat this round. It's going to take me to the next round. We'll probably do that in the next video. But again, this concludes my first live video. So we're definitely going to take a look at some things going forward. But you guys, hopefully you enjoy, and let me know what you want to see in the next video.